Shalom and welcome to one more of my weekly inspirations, which I certainly hope are doing exactly that. It's been a rough 5 and 6 weeks, for some even more, staying home, unable to touch others we love. We have sadly learned of the passing of a few of our members due to the virus, and to their families, our condolences. Last night I had the opportunity of joining no less than 300 people in a Zoom meeting for a Shiva minyan in memory of Leon Aronson, our friend Rosalie Bogo's brother. That was quite an experience and one I shall never forget. Not only to see technology at work, but more importantly, to see the love and the commitment that people have to be there for one another and to adapt and to do whatever is necessary for us to continue our traditions and to honor those who came before us. Similarly, every week, as we read the Torah portion, we connect with 3,000 years of history. And it is precisely that history that underlines our character and the fiber of our beings. This week we read Parshat Tazria and the following Metzora, which in years are separate, but this year they are together. Most of you know that these two portions refer to the procedures that a person afflicted with sara'at, some kind of malady of the skin, had to undergo in terms of the inspections and the declarations that the Kohen, the high priest, had to make. Interestingly enough, there are 47 verses that discuss this affliction, and the role of the priest is mentioned 45 times. Why so many times? Could the Torah not have said, quote, the Kohen is to monitor the entire process and then describe the process in detail? But no, each verse includes the priest shall do this and do that. The rabbis explain that it is easy for a person to feel alone because part of the healing process includes quarantine, sequestration, separation from the society. And although the Kohen is the one to declare the affliction initially, he must also be present and compassionately provide through the seclusion period, as well as the integration back into society for the individual. It is so important that people do not feel alone that the Torah highlights this 45 times. As we go through these coronavirus lockdowns in relative isolation, we are reminded that we need to support each other, especially when times are tough. Sharing the burden of others can transform and be a challenging experience. It can also convert this whole difficult time into a meaningful expression of compassion. And as I started saying earlier, that is what I evidenced last night: compassion and care. People from all over the country joined together to pay their respects. I also participated this week remotely in a funeral for Sidney Freund's mother, Fanny Freund, may she rest in peace, who died and was buried on the Holocaust Memorial Day, having been a survivor herself. I want to leave you with a quote for this day, one which I do hope inspires us all. We are told that true compassion means not only feeling another person's pain, but also being moved to help them overcome and relieve their pain. I pray this Shabbat will afford us precisely that opportunity to be aware of the needs, to be compassionate, and to grow as individuals, so that when this whole coronavirus nightmare is over, we will awake, refreshed, renewed, reconnected, and committed once again to those values that are the hallmark of our tradition. May you all have a restful and peaceful Shabbat. Shabbat Shalom.